Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the theory of relativity. I'm not going to give you any scientific equation because I'm also not very much familiar about it. But I wanted to tell you something that is way more practical and the things that you have seen in your real life and you wanted to experience it. But the Einstein, one of the greatest scientists in this universe, has shared his experiences with prac- with the experiments and with a lot of things that how the the relativity theory plays a key important role. So I'm going to touch base on the various topics: your lifestyle, your way of work, your looking at perspective, your health, relationship, and everything. So starting with a very simple example that everybody can aware of and relate to be all on the same page. The theory of relativity is not just a mathematical equation or the scientific theory. It's all about how we look at the things. Uh, a very simple example, let's say that if you have clicked a photograph and if you see the reality, the camera is only capturing the virtual reality of it and you assume that it is true. But if you move little bit behind and if you click the picture of same process or the same place with a different angle, you will see the different reality. It doesn't mean that the object is changed or the camera has a different lens. It's only that the reference is changed. So the world that we look, the perspective that we took is totally based on the references that we have creating in our mind. A two different person auditing a same call in the quality field can give a different markdown. It doesn't mean that the auditor are not qualified enough or they have a different perspective or lack of knowledge. It could be because of the one auditor is more focused on the compliance thing, the other one is more focused on the empathetic part of the calls. And now they are giving us the two different kind of a markdown. One is scoring really hard on the compliance side, another one is moving forward because of the customer experiences, and he wanted to make sure that the customer is going to give us uh, we are going to give the customer a better experience. Now who is right and who is wrong, it is not there. If you see from the different perspective or different lenses, both are right. Or if you see it by the manager perspective, they both are wrong because they are not calibrated enough. And this led us to a very different conclusion, is that everything is subjective and there is no objectivity is there, and we try to see the objectivity based on the subjectivity lens, and that is the root of the many thing. Now if you see that how people behave, how human psychology work, many times we try to find out that why somebody does the wrong thing, but if you see it from their perspective, that is not a wrong. They have their own criterias, their own commitment on personal things, and you feel like that you felt that things are not happening according to you. The person who is 5 days ago with you and living happily, or 1 month ago living happily with you, suddenly started showing some sort of changes in themselves, and later you realize that why the person is changed. The person remains the same, only the habits that you were not able to notice before now started appearing. It's a very simple example. Many people say that the human being are learners, they learn a lot of things. The same human will not become a same human being after 2 or 4 days or even in the next second, because they have accumulated, they have learned something new, and that is what make a different choices or different sense. It you can see, you can take it with the help of an analogy, where the river is flowing from us point, the same river with the water, the river is not the same, the river is keep on changing. This is one of the analogy that I have learned from one of the book. But considering the aspect of the human behavior, it keeps on changing. Forget about the theory of relativity. Any theory in this world cannot explain the human behavior. That is a different concept. I think that I have just merged it over here. The theory of relativity says that the things that are happening around you, they all are relativity. The same coffee that has been prepared will be uh, taste differently to different people because of their experiences and their way of uh, style. And And the simple example of what I wanted to say here is that if you are in love, then the same 5 minutes with your best person will seems like that it's happening is a good the same amount of 5 minutes that oh no, I think I have started giving the wrong logic. Okay, so it's like that. Here is a strange observation. When you wait for a reply of your loved one, the 5 minute of a waiting time will see eternity of waiting time that you are waiting for a long, though it's been only a 5 minute. But what about the second thing? Let's say that you are working on a critical deadline where the 5 minutes seems like a very less time that will evaporate so easily and that disappear from your timeline. And now you will see that the time doesn't change here. Only the things that has changed is the experience. The phone show the same clock. The time doesn't change here. The emotion change. The love create a psychological reality. The distance is not measured in the minutes, it's measured in the distance is not measured in the minute, it's measured emotionally. Someone living thousands kilometer away may be closer than the people who are in your neighboring area. The physical distance measured in kilometer, the human distance measured in connection. And that is the another reality that uh, so the another point of theory of relativity is that the personal growth. Many people say that the person started at the age of 25, they bought the house, beautiful girlfriend, married, and getting promoted every year. And what about the another style where the person started the way that we look the thing? The very simple example, let's say that the person started from the ground level, from the sea level, or another person started from the ground level. They both climb the mountain. If you see that if they both climb 1 kilometer, if you see from the different perspective, the one person is reached to the peak far more better earlier than the normal person, because the reality is changed. Few film stars easily get a break. The few film star or the film star kid or they get break in the movies, and they get big movies. On the other hand, you will find the struggling actors. They are working on a lot of movies. They work really hard, and they finally reach to that place where the star kid is already there with the efforts. Now it's totally the comparing the outcome. You don't know where the people started, and you don't know what they have carried. The comparing outcome without comparing the starting point is poor thinking. uh, Comparing poor thinking. So the another another theory of relativity is the relationship, where there are two partner. One say that if you really love me, then if you they are if you really love me, spend more time with me. The second partner say that if you really love me, then give me more freedom. The both believe they are expressing love, but both believe but both believe the other doesn't understand. Neither it is necessarily wrong. Neither it is necessarily wrong. They simply define love differently. Many argument that when the people stop asking who is right and start asking what frame of reference you are using, the understanding using a love arrive before argument. Uh, so this is how sometimes that training people. I think this is a fantastic concept of reading about the different articles, and I started the theory of relativity, and it was a great learning experience for me. Gave me some new perspective. From last several days, I was not able to involve myself into this activity, which made me think that whether I was doing things correctly or not. I believe that I was not working so professionally. I need to be a way more professional person who has his ambition, and nobody in this world is going to be stable. So work hard on yourself, be an individual contributor, be a weapon, and show the world the who you are. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much.